Hi guys, it's April and I garden down in southeast Nebraska. And how do I start this? Okay, so I do know that I already have a seed haul up for this year. I get that. But some things might have happened over the holiday season, and I got a very, very small little haul that I wanted to show you of some of these seeds because I am kind of excited about some of the newer ones in this haul. I ended up falling down a rabbit hole on Etsy with peppers and various other things, and so I just had to share it with all of you guys. If you haven't seen my first haul, I will link it up above and down below. It has my main staple seeds that I purchased for 2024. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. These are some of the more experimental kind of seeds, and it isn't very big, but like I said, I wanted to share them with you. So here we are. So first off, please ignore how atrocious my hands are. I'm in the middle of tiling a floor, so they're a little sketchy looking. But I did want to show you these Johnny seeds real quick, because I know I talked about these ones in my last seed haul, but I actually got them, so here I am showing you. This is my hybrid bunching onions. This is the Nebraska bunching onions. I've got my deep purple bunching onions. And then I have my fairy tale eggplant. I'm super excited about to actually start from seeds this year. I bought starts this past year and really, really enjoyed this eggplant. I've got a new tomato, which is the hot streak, which is going to be interesting to try, and then a gin fizz. So that is my Johnny's haul that I mentioned in my last seed haul, but I didn't actually have on hand to show you. Well, let's get into the fun stuff. Ooh, okay. First off, we have Sherwood Seeds. These last 3 little sections of seeds are all from Etsy shops. So this is Sherwood Seeds. From them, I have the Ahi Dulce Red Sweet. So I do know that the sweeter ahi peppers I really enjoy. I can't do some of the hot ahi, but the sweet ahi I really like. And so I saw this red variety and I wanted to give it a go. I also have this orange Lesia pepper, which is actually what started this rabbit hole of Etsy and peppers. So I saw on Baker Creek's Instagram, I don't remember how long ago, that they were trialing this orange Lesia pepper, and I absolutely love my red Lesias. It's one of my favorite peppers in the garden, and I didn't know an orange one existed until they posted about trialing it, but they didn't put it out this year, and so I started investigating it and seeing if there was other places that I could try this orange Lesia. And this was one of the shops on Etsy that had this Lesia pepper. So we're going to be giving this a go this year, and I'm kind of excited about it. And then we have this savory pepper. If I remember right, it's a non-hot habanero pepper, but I'm bringing this off the top of my head, and that might be completely wrong. I know habanadas are a non-hot habanero, but it's an orange one, but the savory is more of a red habanero that is not spicy, so giving this one a go. We then have Rachel's Growing Garden Seeds. Once again, you can see the orange Lesia pepper. These were the 2 places that I saw this from, so I figured I'd grab a bundle from each of them just to see what the germination was like for both of these seed companies, since I've never tried either of them before. That's going to be another trial. This is the cayenne sweetness pepper. I do want to start making my own cayenne powders and things like that, but this one was a little less on the Scoville, so I wanted to do this. As you can see, I like doing hot peppers that aren't hot. So here we have the cayenne sweetness. And then I have the stuffing Scotch bonnet. This is supposed to be a Scotch bonnet with little to no heat, and I cannot handle a regular Scotch bonnet, but I wanted to try the flavors of a Scotch bonnet. This is my middle ground. When you start diving into some of the non-traditional seed buying areas, you find some very interesting stuff, but you do also have to be careful. I will put a caveat on that. You have to find a reputable place to purchase these kind of seeds from. And I was looking at the reviews and all of that of these shops on Etsy, and so I felt comfortable grabbing some of these. But you also get some of those experimental varieties that I'm really excited to try. And then lastly, I did another purchase from, this is Woodland Creations. I showed a couple of seeds from them on my last haul because they have some of the Star Wars Starfighter tomato line. And while I was looking at the peppers, I went back and I looked at their shop again, and they've got a few more of the Starfighter tomatoes on there. And then I fell down the rabbit hole of all of their tomatoes, and now I have, I don't know, 9 more tomatoes that I don't necessarily need, but here they are. The first one of that being this neon peach tomato. I have mentioned this several times before. I do enjoy trying those fuzzy varieties of tomatoes. There's something about them that are just so much fun. It's weird and I like it. Then I have a couple of variegated tomatoes. This is the Painted Lady variegated tomato. Don't think I have any variegated tomatoes right now. I mean, I've got striped tomatoes, but I don't have any tomato plants in which the plant itself is actually variegated, so I'm giving this one a try, which also brings me into this Pico's Pride variegated. This is a dwarf tomato plant, and I have a lot of pots that I can put various different plants in. I'm going to give this one a go. This is where it gets kind of fun, and it's the names that got me more than the tomatoes, because this is the Gandalf variegated potato leaf dwarf tomato. That's a mouthful. Once again, another one for my pot, plus a variegated leaf. And since it is a potato leaf, it is going to be a bigger leaf. That should be fun to see grow. This is the Grinch green cherry tomato. I don't necessarily need more cherry tomatoes, but the Grinch is one of my dad's probably favorite creature of all time. He pretty much, he's got a connection with a lot of those grumpier characters such as the Grinch and Oscar and all of those other things. So this is kind of in honor of him, just to see how this goes. And this is the start of the additional Starfighters. So this is the Rebel Starfighter VT16 tomato. I've also got the Marsha's Starfighter Beefsteak tomato. And because I put in such a interesting order, they kindly sent me this free pack of tomatoes, and this is the Kaylee Ann tomato. And if I remember right from when I looked it up at their shop, it's also another one of those that has its roots in the Starfighter line. It's not necessarily a Starfighter tomato, but it has its roots from that line of tomatoes. So I'm excited to give this one a try as well. And those are the new seeds. Albus is going to join my outro. Like I said, this was just a small additional seed haul. They are things I wanted to experiment in with the garden. I do want to expand my pepper section because I do need more peppers if I want to survive through the winters. I would need to store up some more of those. And tomatoes. Tomatoes always have a very big spot in my heart, and I don't know how I am going to grow all of these new varieties of tomatoes, but we're gonna figure it out. If you like videos like this, subscribe down below, hit the bell, do all the things to get all of the notifications. I would also love to hear what some of your splurge buys are for the year for your garden. It doesn't have to be seeds. It can be any additions that you are making to your garden. I do also have an Instagram and Threads account. You want to check that out as well. Otherwise, I hope I will see you again in another video, and I heard you beautiful.